Okay, students, today in mathematics we are going to study about conversion of units of time. First of all, let's see what we learn in today's lesson. We will learn the method of conversion of days to hours, hours to minutes, and conversion of minutes to seconds. Now let's see how we can convert days into hours. As we all know that 24 hours is equal to 1 day. So when we want to convert days into hours, we will multiply the number of days with 24 and we will get the number of hours for the corresponding number of days. Now here's a key point to remember. If you're moving from a larger quantity to a smaller quantity, we will always multiply. Since a day is bigger than an hour, so when we want to convert from days, which is larger, to hours, which are smaller, we'll multiply. Let's see an example here. If 1 day is equal to 24 hours, let's see how we can calculate the number of hours in 2 days. We can simply add 24 to itself twice to get the number of hours in 2 days, or you can multiply 2 by 24 to get 48, which would be the number of hours in 2 days. Now similarly, if you want to calculate the number of hours in 3 days, you will either add 24 to itself thrice or multiply 3 by 24 to get your answer, that is 72 hours. Now let's see how hours can be converted to minutes. Remember, the same rule of multiplication will be applied here like the one we had applied for conversion from days to hours. Just the difference would be that a day has 24 hours but an hour has 60 minutes. And from a larger quantity to a smaller quantity, we always multiply. So, if 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes, then 2 hours will be equal to 2 times 60, that is equal to 120 minutes. And 3 hours will be equal to 3 times 60, which would be equal to 180 minutes. 4 hours will be equal to 4 times 60, which will give you 300 minutes, and so on. Let's move on to conversion from minutes to seconds. Again, we will remember that if we want to convert a larger quantity to a smaller quantity, we are going to multiply. So now we must remember that just like 60 minutes equals to 1 hour, 60 seconds make up a minute. Or in other words, 1 minute equals to 60 seconds. Now let's see the conversion. 2 minutes will be equal to 2 times 60 seconds, which will equal to 120 seconds. 3 minutes will equal to 3 times 60 seconds, which will equal to 180 seconds. And similarly, for 4 minutes, we will have 240 seconds, and so on for further number of minutes. Here are a few very simple questions for you. Try solving them yourself, then recheck your answers. It rained continuously for 2 days. For how many hours did it rain? Now first try it for yourself, then recheck the answer. First of all, over here you first have to extract the data that has been provided to you. Read the question twice and you will be able to figure out what measure of time has already been given to you. Now, we have been provided with the time in days, that is 2 days. Once you have figured out the provided data, now you have to figure out what is required. The keyword here is how many hours. So now we know that we have to convert from days that has been given to hours that has been asked or required. Once we know our data, that is the given and the required information, we'll start solving the problem. Since 1 day equals to 24 hours, so 2 days will be equal to 2 multiplied by 24. That is 2 days is equal to 48 hours. So it rained continuously for 48 hours. Now let's see the next question. A girl wrote continuously for 2 hours. For how many minutes did she continuously write? Again, let's figure out the data first. We have been provided with the number of hours, that is 2 hours. And we have to find out the number of minutes. Again, the keyword is how many minutes. So, if 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes, 2 hours will be equal to 2 multiplied by 60, that is 120 minutes. So, the girl wrote continuously for 120 minutes. You can now practice more conversions from your daily routine. Here are a few questions for you to practice. How many hours did you study today? Convert them into minutes and seconds. How many hours of sleep did you have last night? Convert them into minutes and seconds. After how many days is next Sunday? convert it into hours. Good luck!